Hey T-Bits, it's your girl Chef T. We are back with another banger episode. Today we are making, y'all bear with me because it's a long name, but we're doing a take on brunch. So we're doing sausage gravy with grits, but it's a longer name, I'm going to tell you that. And we're going to make some homemade biscuits today. So we have that as well as Bloody Mary that we're going to make because what goes better with brunch? A mimosa, Bloody Mary. My favorite is Bloody Mary, so I like Bloody Mary. So we're going to make that today. But the official name, y'all, with these homemade biscuits is a chipotle, which we have some of these peppers here. A chipotle sausage cream gravy that's going to go over those biscuits. We're going to get it cracking. Y'all going to be thanking me later because this episode is going to probably be in your top 10 of episodes that I do. We're going to go ahead and get this heat on and get it kicked up so we can start our sausage. Turn it on to about 8. And then we're just going to spray a little bit of oil because naturally your sausage already releases the oil from a sausage. So we're just going to put a little bit in there, not too much. And then what we're going to do next is shallot. Here it is. It's hiding from me. And then I got my knife here. We're just going to chop a little bit of shallots. If you can't tell by now, I love shallots. It's like one of my favorites to cook with. If they ask me, what is your favorite recipe that you can't live without, shallots is going to be in the top 5 ingredients that I love to cook with. And we're not going to use a lot, just a little bit. It's a very mild texture. I like the way Gordon Ramsay says it. He says shallot. But whatever it is, you'll be able to tell what it is. So got some of this difficult stubborn again paper off. There we go. So our pan is getting up to temp. We're just gonna chop some of those onions. Remember to tuck those fingers so you don't chop them off. You don't want to be the amateur in the kitchen chopping your fingers off. Alright, so I'll set that to the side and we'll just give that a little choppy chop. Boom, 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 pow. Alright, so now we have some beef chorizo. You can use pork, any kind of chorizo that you like, but this one is the one I prefer, and you can find it at any of your local grocery stores. It's not a specific brand that I use. I just use whatever I want at the time when I'm shopping for it. So there's that sizzle, y'all. We want to hear that sizzle. If you're ever cooking meat or anything, you're trying to get your pan up to temp and you don't hear that sizzle, take it out because it's not going to be right. Especially if it's like a steak or something like that. Steaks are the worst. Nobody wants a gray steak. So if you're cooking steak, especially take it out. So just gonna cook this down, get it all nice, and it's not gonna really turn brown, y'all, because of the color and the seasoning. So you'll just have to cook it long enough to know, okay, it's ready. So we're gonna let this kind of cook down. And while we do that, we have some of our chipotle peppers that we're gonna add to our blender. Our favorite little blender bullet guy. He's a lifesaver, y'all. We're going to add this because once we're done blending it, we're going to put it into the sausage to make this chipotle sausage cream gravy. So if you don't like it spicy or like a little kick, I would recommend to skip this part because the sausage already has a little spice to it. But if you do like it with a little kick, definitely add this. This is going to enhance the dish times 10. So we'll set that there, give this a quick little stir. I hope y'all been enjoying these recipes. They're really quick, really easy to make. And I hope you're able to follow along because that's what my goal is, to try to help you in the kitchen make elevated dishes that are normally staples from my childhood, traditional type meals. Alright, so while that's cooking, put this to the side. We're going to blend up our chipotle. Cut this down just a tad. Getting excited. All right, so we're gonna blend this. All up. And this consistency, we want like a puree consistency. We want it to be chopped up, the peppers to be loose enough to fit in the pan with the sausage in it. All right, that looks good. So now that our meat is pretty much done, I know it doesn't look like it, but again, that color that's on it is what basically makes it the reddish kind of tint. And as you see, the oil that's in here, it already, you know, removed itself, like it added its own oil. So that's why I only added a little bit, because we didn't really need it. So now we have our, I tried to get as many of the white parts of the onions in here. We have some of these. We have some red peppers and our shallots, which we're going to add in as well. 6. And all of these flavors are going to just combine together for the ultimate burst of flavor in your mouth. So I am going to let these cook down. When I come back, we're going to add our cream in here, get started on those biscuits, and also add our chipotles to the mix for our sauce. Come right back. All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Tasting with Tea. As you see, our chorizo has cooked down. We have added our peppers and onions in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic, not a lot. This is a whole clove of garlic, and you'll see why in a minute. We'll add probably 3/4 of that clove of garlic. We'll just cook that in there just like that. And then I cut it down, y'all, because it was splattering everywhere and getting all over everything. So I cut it down some, but it is done. It is done. So now we have our heavy cream, and we also have our chipotles over here. This is actually like a milk and heavy cream, so it's like a half and half. So now we're going to just add the chipotles to it here, just like that. And see, that's the consistency you want. Probably has a few little chunks, so be careful because you might bite into one and it'd be really spicy. I already smell it. Jeez Louise. All right, so while that's going, I'm gonna put this over here. And before I add anything else, I'm gonna add a little bit of flour. Thought I had another fork, just a little bit. And normally when I use like a breakfast sausage, you know, it cooks a little bit different, so the consistency is different. I just want to add a little bit in here to thicken it up, so when we add that heavy cream and half or whatnot, it's going to make it a nice thick consistency. And there we go. We like to cook the raw flour taste out because that taste is not very pleasant. So we're just cooking it all the way through. And you see it's starting to thicken up already. All right, so we're gonna add that half and half just like that. And just give it a stir. And the color, as you see, it's red because of the chorizo and the chipotles. We're going to add a little bit of pepper in here because it is like a red-eye sausage chipotle cream gravy. So we want to add a little bit of pepper. I have never seen a white gravy or like a sawmill type gravy that didn't have pepper. It's just like they go together. So we're going to add some in here. And by the way, y'all, these salt and pepper shakers are on my website. They sell out very, very quick. So I would recommend getting yours in. They're good holiday gifts, birthday gifts. This is the pepper, salt. They have different little noggats on the bottom, as well as a little insert here where you can just enter your pepper or salt. So very handy. Don't have to undo anything. Just grab it and press a button. And it has a light so you can see when you're cooking if it's a little dark. All right, so Italian herb seasoning. This is one of my seasonings for my seasoning line. This is also on my website as well. Open up a brand new one. It comes freshly sealed, so you don't have to worry about the freshness. Just add a little bit of that in there, and it's just a lot of herbs, kind of like a herbs de Provence kind of seasoning. So we'll season that and stir, and I'll put it on like one notch up. Do that. All right, so now that that is cooking, we're gonna start on our biscuits, homemade biscuits. I really prefer frozen butter because it's easier to, you know, go on into the dough. But this has been sitting out a little bit, so it might not be as frozen, but we're gonna see. And I'm eyeballing this because that's just what I do. I can't really tell you off top the measurements. I just know because I've made it a few times. But I will make sure that you have measurements for it. And I want to give a shout out, y'all, to Camilla Lux products. Like, she has so many different products that I love. She sponsored this episode, and I really just want to give her flowers and tell y'all to go to her website because she has so many awesome products. She has beard balm, she has spa day little trinkets for the tub. She has different candles. She has a lemon scent, mahogany, all different kind of scents if you go over there. And right now, y'all, she's running a special, and it's a 20% discount if you use the code DustToDawn20, DUSTTODAWN20. So be sure to enter that when you go on her site, and you won't be disappointed with her products. All right, so we're going to cut this down and just let it simmer. We're going to cut it all the way down, let it do its thing, and then we're going to add our flour here to our cutting board. We're going to add a little salt. This is like a 3-ingredient biscuit, y'all. Kind of, maybe 3 or 4. So this is the butter I was telling you about. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's doing a little something. It's better frozen, but we're gonna make it work, y'all. So we're just gonna put butter, and this is what helps it, you know, get into those pockets when it kind of breaking off when it bakes in the oven. So just gonna grate it like that. And you don't have to do it like this, y'all. This is just the easy way for me to do it and get it kneaded in there. So looks good to me. All right. So now it's time to get dirty. So we're gonna just kind of rub it in like this, and then we're gonna add our buttermilk, y'all. Just kind of pinch it together, just like that. All right, and then we'll add a little bit at a time of our buttermilk. Just like this. If you never made homemade biscuits, y'all, give it a try. It's not that hard. Some people are intimidated by it. Homemade biscuits, homemade pasta, that kind of stuff, but it's really not that hard once you get to making it. You just gotta practice, that's all. That's all cooking is really about, is just practicing. So I'm gonna continue kneading these biscuits. When I come back, we should have formed like a little dough ball coming together. As you can see, it's already starting to clunk up together. So come back and we will show you how our biscuits look to go in the oven, which we have preheated to like a 375-degree oven. So don't touch that dial. Come back and then we'll show you how to finish these biscuits off. Welcome back, y'all, to Tasting with Tea. Before the break, I was showing you how we are preparing some biscuits. I had to get some gloves, y'all, because it got a little messy up in here. So I just added a little bit more flour to the cutting board so we can kind of maneuver and really get it going. So I folded the butter into those biscuits, and I'm just basically kneading the dough, and then we're going to get ready to cut it out in just a second. We're not making a very big pan, so that's why it looks like this. So yeah, this is how it comes out, and you just keep folding it over. When you fold it over, you get those pockets of biscuits of butter that's gonna cook through biscuits. So basically you just fold, and then today we are being a little out of pocket. We have a glass because I can't find my biscuit cutter, so we're just gonna get a full circle of biscuits like that. And y'all, I've already greased my pan, So the pan is greased. You see how flaky it is? That's what you want, and it's butter pockets in there. So it's gonna be delicious. So we're gonna just cut out another one. And y'all, I wanna shout out my Aunt Grace Smith. She's up there in Indian Land. She made a nice donation to the show as well. She is one of my top supporters, so I really want to say a thank you and I appreciate you for helping sponsor me to do this and do what I love. So I love you. Thank you for your donation. All right, so we got another pocket. We'll just try to get as many as we can out of this little batch. I'll try to like kind of stick them together like that. So I think this is probably gonna be the last one, y'all. Which is fine. 4 is good. Our gravy is looking good, so our oven is preheated. So we're gonna throw these babies in just a second. Looks good to me. Like that. This one might be the reject, but we'll add it in there anyway. It's a little ugly ball. Okay. We'll just throw that in there just like that. And then on the top, just have my brochure, but we can just rub some butter on my hand and just kind of rub it like that over. I normally have like a little brush that I use, and put it on the top so when they bake it's gonna be nice and golden brown. And you can also use egg wash too. That gives it a nice coating, like shine to it. All right, so now y'all, I'm gonna go and drop these in the oven. When I come back, we're gonna start on the Bloody Mary that we're gonna have for our, you know, little kick at the end. So come back with me and we're gonna get this all together. Hopefully those biscuits will be ready and we'll be ready to finish. All right, y'all, welcome back to Tasting with T. Today we were doing a little brunchy brunch dish where we had some homemade biscuits. We had some chipotle sausage red eye cream gravy that we're gonna put on top of it. While we were away on break, I did 2 what do you call it, sunny side up eggs, and we're gonna put that on top of it. But before we get to plating that up, we're gonna start on our Bloody Mary. You can get your Bloody Mary mix from any store. I like to use Zing Zang. It's a really good mix. It has a lot of seasonings in it. I like to add a little extra garlic. I like a kick. And then we have some lemon that we're gonna add into it. We have some hot sauce, Worcestershire, which is where's your sister sauce. And then we have some garlic. So I'm gonna add some of that now. You don't have to add this. This is totally optional. People like to add celery and olives. I don't like olives, so I don't add those. But we'll put some Worcestershire in here. We'll put some hot sauce. Depending on your spice level, you can add less or more, or not any at all. So if you don't want, don't do that. That's what you don't need to do. Let me cut this timer up a little bit real quick. Luckily it was out the oven a while, so it's not that hot. All right, cool. So our gravy is ready to go on top of our biscuits. We'll do that in a minute. We'll give this a little stir. And then you can make a Bloody Mary with or without the vodka. Vodka is of course the alcoholic way, or you can make a little mocktail. It's still good. I like to drink them in the mornings. They add a little bit of, I don't know, like energy to me when I'm getting up in the morning sometimes. So if I don't want to eat breakfast or I'm on the go, I'll do a Bloody Mary instead of like a full meal. And so you can do that. Now we have lemon. I'm gonna squeeze that in there. This is just like a half a lemon. You squeeze as little as much as you want to. Give that a good stir. And so what I did with the rim, y'all, I did some tahini. I just got some of the lemon and went around the rim, did some tahini, and then put a little, you know, nice little garnish of lemon on the side. So we will add our vodka, and this is a Tito's brand from Austin, Texas. So if you're ever down there or online, check it out. So we're going to add about that much to, we'll put this over here to the glass, and then we'll go in with our Bloody Mary mix, just like that. Delicious. It smells so good. You can smell all the seasonings in there. Then we're just gonna garnish it, y'all, with a little bit of cilantro on the side like that. Again, you can use celery or olives or whatever you like, but this is what I'm gonna add. If you want to put a straw in it, you can, but I kind of like to lick the rim, so let's give it a taste. Perfect. It's very good. It's not too spicy, but I like a little kick, so I would add some more hot sauce. I'm a good old Texas Southern girl, so I like a little kick, but it's actually delicious. And if you see here, it has all of the flavors and everything. Again, Zing Zang is my brand. You do not have to use that brand. The vodka adds a little bit of to it. You won't be woozy. You won't be, you know, wasted, tipped over. It's just right. It's perfect. So if you add some ice to it, it'll kind of lessen the vodka if you do decide not to do a mocktail, and kind of water it down just a little bit. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna get a plate, y'all. When we come back, we're gonna plate these biscuits and gravy up and top it off with our egg and finish it up. So I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, welcome back. As promised, we're about to plate these biscuits and gravy up. So they are done. So I'll grab a couple of them and just set them kind of right here. As you see, they're nice and flaky, and I'll set that just like that. I think 2 is good for now. Put this away. All right, so we're just gonna go in with that cream gravy. Has peppers, onions, some good sausage, chorizo, and you can use chorizo sausage. This recipe calls for it, but you can also use like breakfast sausage too. It's your same kind of typical sausage and gravy. So whatever is your preference, you can definitely go that route. Just like that. We don't want to be stingy now. We're gonna put enough for everybody. Then we're gonna go in with that egg right on top, just like that. Finish it and garnish with a little bit of green onion on top, because why not? Just like that. And then we're going to just top it off with a little bit of pepper on the top. Literally a little bit, just like that. And there you have it, y'all. Biscuits and gravy with a topped egg running and oozing to your side, to the side. Look, let's go in and poke it. Look at that. Ooh, that's pure food porn, okay? So, of course, I gotta taste it. Y'all know the routine, y'all know the drill. So let me get a little side of this here. Oh, it's just so flaky. Let's see. Get a little bit of that green onion, if it'll cooperate. All right. Thank you, Lord. Hot. Yep. Breakfast on a fork. This is delicious. Easy. Nice for a quick little brunch. Not too heavy. The egg gives it the nice additive to it with the creaminess. Plus the gravy is cream too. I hope you guys give this a try. Once again, thank you to all my sponsors. Go to her site, Camilla Lux Products. She has a killer sale right now. You get 20% off. Don't forget to enter the code. It's Dust to Dawn 20. DUSTTODAWN 20. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you on the next episode for another banger with T.